Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Elizabeth Stauder. I'm a somatic alchemy coach, and my formal training is in organic intelligence. However, I really integrate various schools of thought and study and experience, both formal and informal, in the work that I do. Some really ancient things like tantra, the understanding of alchemy, the indigenous medicine wheel, ritual understanding of ritual and elemental practice, energy medicine, meditation, various, I could go on and on and on. But I will share just a little nugget of what my work is about for you here so that you can get a taste. And also, I'd like to mention, uh, because I think it's important that, you know, so many healers that are really doing good work in the world are coming from also a deep experiential and personal journey of having gone through what they help others through. And so I too have experienced in a personal way some deeply archetypal, profoundly intense initiations in my life. I share a little bit about that on my website, and I do hope to share bits and pieces of my personal story in my educational videos on this website in hopes that it's inspirational for you. I do believe that that training is important to name, especially in this day and age where we tend to give a lot of power to certificates, when honestly, the lived experience of going through something profound is in itself enough to ensure a trustworthiness in a particular mentor's capacity to hold space for us in many ways. So I'll name that here as well. Welcome to my channel. It's good to be here with you. Um, the topics that I will cover here will probably follow my own nervous system and interests as I go through. I'm hoping to set out a video each week. And myself, I am a big picture and systems thinker. Systems theory is built into organic intelligence. It's also built into like permaculture and regenerative practices in general. I take a regenerative approach to healing, and that is both on the physical level through nutrition, lifestyle, and the approach to um, reholing the terrain of the body, giving it the foundational information that it needs to wisely find its way back to balance and health. Also, this is the same in the other realms, I believe, psychosomatic, spiritually, our mental and emotional health all follow this principle. And the nervous system is such a beautiful basis and kind of blueprint for all of that to be connected in a systems theory, all these ways that we compartmentalize different parts of who we are and healing possibilities. And that's what I love so much about this work is that it's not just a do this, do that, one size fits all. There are very particular and predictable initiatory moments on the journey that, because I'm trained in them, it can really help create stability, safety for your nervous system as you go through transformation. But it's designed to be very uh, fluid, flexible, attuned, and present, and not exclusionary, but inclusive of whatever other modalities and trainings and understandings and healing systems you might be a part of, and embedded within and using for your own wellness and evolution. So, the basis of somatic alchemy is nervous system sync. This means that it's not me or you that are making the alchemy happen or the transformation work happen. It's the coming together and synchronization of our nervous systems. And I will maybe save it for a more in-depth video about explaining the nervous system, but think of the nervous system as an ecology, as a blueprint, as a like a marine reef or a forest or healthy soil, or a healthy body. It is that invisible, probably visible when you actually look at it on an image. It looks like roots, it looks like mycelium, but it's also the signals that move between systems, like between tree roots, between the birds that are flying in the sky, so that they know where each other are and they create this perfect formation. It is the harmonic principle, and it is always awake, alert, alive, listening, feeling, sensing, and capable of shifting and growing and adapting and according to what's going on. So that is what's guiding our that is what's guiding our work in somatic alchemy. And I use my support and expertise to help your nervous system to stabilize and then to hone and update and grow towards what might be your evolutionary direction, which is going to be unique to you. This creates a container in which the alchemy happens. Now, why do I use the word alchemy? I am a nerd. I love I love the ancient arts and sciences. Alchemy is an art that transmutes base metals into gold. It is the art of taking anything we're experiencing and finding the correct assembly of resources needed to kind of evoke and safely uh, extricate or call upon the gold, draw out the gold, call it forth. This is generally experienced by my clients as an experience of rehoming, like a kind of being more and more at home in oneself that one didn't maybe even realize one was missing until one finds oneself found, um, in one's body, in one's mind, in one's heart, in one's soul. There are moments of courage that are sometimes required. It wouldn't be a truly epic journey if there wasn't courage involved and dedication and commitment. But this happens within a very safe and stable container, in which the sort of as the gold gets revealed beneath, it can sort of sweat away or shed away the layers of old nervous system patterns on top of it. Um, that can happen with relative ease. And I thought of this interesting metaphor of almost like taking a sauna to sweat out toxins. It's doing work. It's doing work. You can feel that there's stuff happening, but it can stay relatively pleasant in the warmth of the sauna. Um, I love to work in collaboration with my clients to reach their particular goals for wellness in various areas of life, whether that be relationships, whether that be health, physical body health, whether that be parenting or working with children, or whether that be children or youth that are going through growing into their own person and wanting support with that in some way. And of course, any kind of transition, trauma, or just a major life shift, career shift. There's lots of ways this can be applied. Um, and of course, I have a particular soft spot for near-death experiences, and experiences of the sort of mystical nature, because my journey has very much been of that. But what I want to say is, though you can come into this work with an idea of what to work on, and we can collaborate around that together, it's also quite possible to simply arrive at this work if you're curious and trust that the field will illuminate and reveal precisely what is the perfect content to transform, whether or not you or I know what that is ahead of time. So that's how deeply I trust this work to guide the process, even to the point of helping us to indicate, what is that perfect thing to allow to transform next. Um, so it begins with feeling better, with finding some sense of support and safety, that and from there clarifying. what would lead to more ease and congruence? What would lead to a more regulated nervous system? What would lead to more stable sense of self? Okay, a sense of agency and sovereignty in your life. Um, and then from there, I walk you through the journey of making the new choices in your life that will shift your trajectory in a better direction while simultaneously supporting your nervous system during session to become more capable of doing so on its own automatically with less effort. Okay, so that's the beauty of the nervous system sync sessions. So you will be actively taking a role in your own healing in your day-to-day life. And our sessions themselves can be both check-ins around that and coaching calls around that, but they're also biosync sessions in which biologically, in the hour that we are together, your nervous system is receiving feedback, impressions, and updates such that your physiology, your biology actually becomes better adept at processing life, at processing the complexities of your life uh, with more ease, almost like getting better at digesting a meal, getting better at eating food and processing it. The same thing, only getting better at doing that with everything in life. Food too, which I have some experience with as well. Um, so your sincere dedication to making healthy choices in your life pairs well with the regular session work in which we fine tune the vehicle for making those choices, freeing it from whatever is blocking the way for those choices to flow. And finally, as you get through the sticky bits and move forward in the clear direction of a meaningful and fulfilling life in all areas, we can always like shift around too. Sometimes new areas will reveal themselves as we complete working on one. Everything happens in the timing and order dictated by the nervous system. Um, at this point, my work then supports the expansion and unblocking of the glass ceilings you may hit as you grow forward into your new life, so that your nervous system gradually feels safer and safer to take on more life. So courage becomes easier, confidence becomes easier. There's more pleasure in living and in becoming the gold that you are. It's such a beautiful, revelatory process, and it just keeps getting better from the inside out. So I hope that you will consider uh, joining me in coaching work if this feels resonant for you. And if not, you can always tune into this free channel to receive little tidbits from week to week. Like I said, I hope to publish a video every week. Some topics uh, may be more interesting to you than others, or maybe there's something that I'm not speaking on that you'd like to hear more about, or something that I've spoken about once and you'd like me to elaborate. Please engage. Please let me know. Please write me at my through my website. You can find my contact form and email. You can also reach out via the link under my channel that takes you to book a free call with me if you'd like. And yeah, I hope you enjoy this journey of following along with the beautiful and wide array of growth and evolution that is possible when attuning to your own nervous system, your own capacity to alchemize and evolve literally anything, and to discover the gold within.